Good morning, everyone. First, I would like to thank Kathleen for the opportunity for us to share a few words during this week's moment of stewardship. Since my husband Sam and I joined the family of Hitchcock last year, we are very grateful for the hospitality and kindness from the church that makes us feel that this is our home. In case some of you may not know us, I would like to give a brief background of our story. My husband Sam and I moved to Westchester at the height of the pandemic in June 2020. We both first arrived in the U.S. in 2011. We are both Christian, but we had slightly different journeys to faith. Sam was raised in a Presbyterian family in Taiwan, while I got my first Bible from the Jehovah's Witnesses in China during college. We both spent time at Duke University in North Carolina. I was a PhD student in computational chemistry, while Sam was a postdoc after finishing medical school in Taiwan. Even though we had 2 years of overlap at Duke, and in fact, we even appeared in the same photo which was taken in front of Duke Chapel after the wedding of a common friend because I was a member of the Duke Chapel choir. While we were at Duke, we did not know each other or ever spoke a single word to each other. Instead, as many gay couples or straight couples for that matter, we met through an online dating app. I guess I will save most of it for the coffee hour. Well, being both Asian immigrants and meanwhile members of the LGBT community in this country, Sam and I fall into this tiny intersection of two minority groups. Growing up in a culturally conservative background, we are grateful today for where we are in our life and in our career, for all that God has given us. Now, in terms of our church life, after we left Duke, we, as several of our friends from Duke also did, for a few years, we did operate on the YouTube basis, even before the pandemic. And in fact, for most part, we liked this way of doing church because, after all, it was low maintenance, because you could eat snacks while watching the choir sing, and you could comfortably fall asleep if the sermon gets too long or boring. Now, however, it was sometime in 2022, we sensed that God wanted us to do something different about church. And as is normally done whenever moving to a new place, we did shop around a few different churches. But there are a few specific moments we still vividly recall that drew us to Hitchcock. The first one was when we were watching the Christmas Eve Lessons and Carol service of 2022. We were both deeply touched by the energy, the emotion, and the skill of the choir singing. We thought, this choir sure means business, perhaps even better than the one at Duke. The second moment was when we attended the Epiphany service in person, January 1st, this year, when Pete was preaching about the new year and encouraged us to think of the 365 days to come as 365 opportunities. We thought, this is a good attitude to begin the new year. The third moment was when one day after the service at the coffee hour, when John came over to me and Sam, and without my prior consent, Sam volunteered me into the choir, saying that I needed more social interaction to compensate for my lack of human interaction thanks to my working from home job. we were both greatly impressed by John's big smile, sense of humor, and upbeat spirit, and of course, his great musical leadership. We thought, that this is indeed a good time for me to return to the church choir then. I could go on, but yet another pivotal moment was the new member training classes on Zoom with Catherine, Margaret, and Renee. Now, seeing the senior members of our church who are willing to spend their time talking to the newcomers and listen to our questions and concerns, we sincerely felt that this church could be our home. One of the concerns that we had was how much time and energy we could commit to the various activities. Catherine's response was that faithfulness is not measured by the punch card because we are all saved by grace and respond in love in the best way we can. We thought, this is indeed a profound theology of membership. It was these moments and so many others like these that drew us to this community. And we believe that they will continue to inspire us in the many days forward to give, day by day, just a little bit more out of our comfort zone. As Christ has first taught us, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Or perhaps it is in the very act of giving of our time, of our talent, of our wealth, that we truly find who we are and therefore receive the abundance of God to God's beloved people. Thank you.